Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a return subscribing, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I seen this story in the middle of the night, and I wanted to get up and do this before I went off on my work day. This is crazy. But then again, what ain't on this channel, on videos I do. Check this out. You see this person up here? I ask you, is that a man or a woman? See if you can guess. If you ain't guessed by now, you took too long. That's a woman. That's crazy how you can't tell the difference in sexes and people nowadays. That's a woman. Her name is 32-year-old Brianna Beecham from Willingboro, New Jersey. Shout out Willingboro. And this lady right here is locked up on first-degree murder charges and weapon offense charges on Monday for the death of her own mother, 57-year-old kimbeachum-hanson. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman brutalized her mom. Now, this girl right here was temporarily staying with her mother, and it cost her life. I told you before, I'm big with, kids not staying at home with their parents when they get to a certain age. Now, I don't know what the problem was or what the excuse was that had her in the house, but it was a deadly decision to say yes. Because now the mother's gone. You kill somebody in their own home. Here's the story.
New tonight, 32-year-old Brianna Beecham has been arrested and charged in the brutal beating death of her own mother. Authorities in Willingboro, Burlington County say she beat her mother, 57-year-old kimbeachum-hanson, with a curtain rod and a hammer, then stabbed her with a screwdriver. The attack happened inside the mother's home on Hopewell Lane on Monday afternoon. No word on what led up to the deadly attack.
That's the biggest article I could find on this story because it's not a lot to it. Was from NewJersey.com. And it reads as follows. A 32-year-old woman was charged with killing her own mother in Burlington County Monday after the authorities said she bludgeoned the woman to death, authorities said on Tuesday. Brianna Beecham, age 32, who was temporarily staying at her mother's house on Hopewell Lane in Willingboro, New Jersey, was charged with first-degree murder and weapon offense charges Monday, authorities said. Police were called to the residence in the Hawthorne Park neighborhood around 4:00 p.m. Monday for a report of an assault in progress, authorities said. Police discovered the body of kimbeachum-hanson, age 57, in the home, according to the officials. After the autopsy, the Burlington County medical examiner determined Beecham-Hanson had been bludgeoned to death, officials said Tuesday. Investigators have not determined a motive for the attack, and the incident remains under investigation, authorities said. Beecham was arrested at her mother's home Monday night and is being held in the Burlington County Jail in Mount Holly pending a detention hearing, officials said. An attorney for Beecham was not listed on the court online records. Okay, I got something else for you. This is why you have to research a lot of times when you do these videos. All right, this is from the New York Post. And it has a lot more information than what I told you, so we'll try to skip around so I ain't got to read the same thing twice to you. Check this out. It says police are still investigating a motive, but her grandmother said Beecham had a long history of mental illness, including schizophrenia, and had threatened family members with violence in the past. She was not right in the mind, Lorraine Beecham, age 79, told the New York Post. So this is the grandmom, the mom's mom, said she had called my daughter in the middle of the night one day last week, talking really crazy, Lorraine Beecham recalled. She said another one of the victim's daughters, 17, was at the house when the attack occurred. Beecham's mental decline began around 7 years ago, Lorraine Beecham said. She was back and forth in mental facilities. She used to live with me and my sister, but she had to be removed by the police a couple of times because she started threatening out of the blue. Remixes of Beecham-Hanson's song Trouble are still being played on dance floors today, And the 57-year-old singer, because the woman that was killed, the mother was supposedly a singer, was still active in the club scene, often performing to raise money for charity. Lorraine Beachum said, "She was so sweet and talented. Her brother, my son, had a major stroke in July and he's recovering now. I'm handicapped myself." This is the grandmother talking. "She used to come pick us up and take us to the center and to the doctor's appointments. It's just too much." Brianna Beachum also has a daughter. That's the killer. But she has been in the care of her sister. She has distanced herself from her family, including her mother, who often didn't know where she was living, and where her money came from. She had this problem and, never knew what she was going to do. Now, not in my wildest imagination did I think she would ever do this, Lorraine Beachum said. In addition to first-degree murder, Beachum was charged with unlawful possession of a weapon and possession of a weapon for unlawful purposes, although police have not said what the weapon was. Now, we already realized it was 3 different things she hit her with. First thing was a curtain rod, then it was a hammer, and then she was stabbed with a screwdriver. Now, you can see that this woman is not no small woman. She got some size with her. And she got some testosterone too. She got facial hair. I don't know if that's from the medication she used to take or what. But they said she had a mental decline in the past, 5 or 7 years? And that's the thing. I think mental illness is like wearing eyeglasses. Over time, you still continue to deteriorate in most cases, like your eyesight, where you would need thicker and thicker glasses, you need stronger and stronger medication. A lot of people, I think, and it's just my opinion, they get on a low dose of medication where it levels them out, and as they age, their mental, disability might increase, but they don't increase their medication or think they need help because they thought they found a cure by taking the medication. That's what I honestly believe sometimes. But either way, man, that's a vicious death. People relied on this woman, her mother, to get them back and forth from the hospital and doing their daily chores. Their daily things that they had to do. I remember when I was raised by my grandparents, my great-grandmom, who was in her 80s, damn near 90s, she couldn't go anywhere because she was so elderly, and my grandma would have to drive her all around and stuff. It looked like a similar situation with that. Now, this person's gone, and it affects a lot of lives, man. Mental illness is real. Said last week she was threatening somebody, and they was like, you know what I'm saying? But she was temporarily living with her mom. Said she lived with the grandma before she started threatening people over there. Guess the mother didn't think that would happen. But it cost her big time, man. And it's unfortunate. It's a hell of a way to get killed, especially around the holidays. Said the killer got an estranged daughter that don't even really mess with her like that. But it's a lot of dysfunction in a lot of families, so we ain't gonna hold that, especially when somebody's not in their right mind. I told a story to you guys about last Friday. One of my clients is out of his mind. I ain't know if I was gonna get out of there alive. I was scared as hell. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen somebody be up and then be down and then be like incredibly violent and then go back to normal. That was my last time going over there. And I was going through that for what? Like, he was my client for 12 years? I seen 3 or 4 outbreaks like that. And I'm lucky, you know what I'm saying? I just made up my mind, hey man, look, with all these stories I'm doing and thinking about this stuff, look, I'm not trying to be talking about one of my own experiences where I could have got out. I don't know what to do with somebody that's experiencing mental illness like this, or, that don't know right from wrong or up from down during temporary spats of their own mental cognizance. But that's a scary thing, man. That's a scary thing. People forget who you are and want to kill you like you're an enemy they never had affiliation with. That's hard for people to fathom. And this is an unfortunate event. Tell us the morning. Event. Series of events to happen. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason Channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Prayers and peace to the family. May Kimbeachum-Hanson rest in peace. This woman, Brianna Beachum, locked up, 32 years old, had issues, in jail. She's not going to get the true help she need. They probably got her on the psych ward. She probably snapping right now while they try to figure out what kind of medication to give her. Sad, man. See you in the next video. Take care.